You already know what time it is. It's your boy DJ Richie Skye back with some tea, interviews, recaps, and more. And be sure to check the links in the description of this video for trips, for books, one-on-one sessions, and more. Now let's get into the tea.
Yo, we're back in the building. And of course, we got to talk basketball, wives. We're playing basketball. Ooh, trying to hit that note, baby. Trying to hit that note bright and early in the morning. All right. So Jen has a response to Evelyn speaking about her interview with the Shade Room. This is what I'm assuming she's talking about, because she posted, spending your holiday weekend talking about me and mine is given obsessed, destitute, and desperate. Find a barbecue or something. I mean, Jen is, listen, this ain't Jen from yesteryear, okay? She know ain't nobody gonna put her hands on her, so she gonna say whatever she wanna say at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad at you, Jen. You know security is tight, and you got a man now. You know what I'm saying? You got a man and his family. Ain't it crazy though that last week we had Christian and his family appearing on his live, and then wham bam, thank you, ma'am. They're on the show. Yes. I mean, listen, why not? Because I guess it's just fair, that Jen has her people that she can film with. Evelyn brought Kiki and the gang, you know what I'm saying, and the paperworks and stuff like that. So it's interesting to hear from Jennifer's people as well. We see that literally in like one of the first scenes. She and Christian sit down with a friend of theirs. I cannot recall his name. And then I think it was his aunt and uncle. I cannot recall their names either. My apologies to all of you beautiful people that were on the screen last night. I just I can't remember your names. Sorry. Okay. But here we are talking about you. All right. So they pretty much express, like, they run down the history of, Evelyn tweeting about or making a post about, friends and being able to tell your friends what's up and whatnot. And then, one of Jennifer's friends is, tweets out, put an ad on it, right? Put an ad on it. And so then the aunt jumps in it, and then it's Evelyn versus the aunt, and it's all types of things. Auntie is like going to bat for Jen and Christian, and she is not going to let up off of nobody's neck that's got something to say. Well, specifically Evelyn. All right. Now, I don't know that we've heard Christian really speak about the scam allegations per se, as much as I feel like I would like him to say, this is the problem that these people are having. Here is what I intend to do about it, right? Even that would go, I think, a long way towards, at least acknowledging that there's a problem. And maybe legally, if he's kind of going through the legal process, maybe he can't admit any wrongdoing. But, whenever I mention Jennifer and Christian, like, I was literally, obviously last night is Memorial Day weekend and Memorial Day specifically. Happy Memorial Day, y'all. So listen, for those of you guys who, were celebrating, hope you were safe. But anyway, I brought it up, and then the response that I got was, oh, Christian, that scammer. And I'm like, I'm so used to saying allegedly. I said it out loud, right? Because, it's just ingrained in me from working in news for so long. But people have a visceral reaction to this situation that Jen has found herself in. And they have a visceral reaction to people who are accused of scamming innocent people out of their money. So I feel like that's why I would like for him to say something like, what is it that people have, either like, what is going on? I just want something. And I guess we probably won't ever get it until all of this stuff happens in court and it plays out in court. But it would just be nice to kind of hear him say or acknowledge something, kind of like what we wanted with Erica Jane back in the day. I think that's some of what people are looking for with regards to what Jennifer is experiencing with Christian, and the backlash about whatever programs or services he offers that don't really seem to be going across well with a large portion of people. All right, so let's talk about the episode in general. It's season 12, episode 4. It's called Friends and Foes Do Vegas. Brandi plans a birthday girls trip for Evelyn at the same time as Jennifer and Christian's Vegas wedding. I mean, listen, if that ain't the biggest coincidence.
Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? I ask you.
Okay. So Ming and Ty tried to get on the same page about their relationship. Chantel, Denise, and Brittany deepen their bond. Okay, so where do we start? All right, so if I had to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna have to give it an 8 because there is something about the Ming and Ty of it that I just don't buy into. It really makes me think about love and hip hop for some reason. Their story, the way it's playing about, it's giving love and hip hop for some reason. But because Ty was a basketball player, this makes more sense. Right? Right? I don't know. Drop a note in the chat if you really buy into the Ty and Ming of it all. Like, I just want to know how you feel as a viewer of reality TV. Like, do you feel like this is something real? Like, are they giving us something we can feel? No, right? Have we seen them kiss? Or I don't know. Maybe it's because and I don't, it's the same way. I'm not gonna lie to you guys that I was looking for some signs of romance between Martell and Sheree, and I just never saw it. As much as they tried to bundle up with each other, posted for the gram, the photos in the park, even appearing on each other's shows, there was a zero intimacy there, except Martell taking off his shirt in one scene in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I mean, that ain't nothing, that anybody couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Ming and Ty, I just don't believe it. And so as a result, I don't really believe that Ming is upset with Brandi about the Ty situation. I just think she needs something to do, personally speaking. That's what I think. I think she needs, and even Brandi feels like it's a made up situation. Ty feels like it's Ty feels like it's made up because she feels like Ming just really is mad at Brandi because Brandi said she was cute. And I'm like, I don't know. If I bought you and Ming, maybe that'd be a different story. I mean, I'm glad you're here, but I just am not. You guys, I'm not picking up what you guys are putting down right now. So work a little harder to sell it to us, and maybe we'll buy into it more. That's just me. That's just me. I could be in the minority here, but that's how I feel. Y'all let me know what y'all think, because I'm here for the commentary, right? And I'm here. Listen, y'all might say something, and no, I know for a fact they was together. Y'all might know that, and I don't, and that's fine. I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna kind of go with the description here because I want to address a couple of things in the description. Chantel, Denise, and Brittany deepen their bond. This was so funny to me because, we don't really know that much about Denise. We see a little bit of her sprinkled throughout. She seems like a very nice girl. I don't know that she's meant for reality TV, although she has some cute confessionals, right? But I don't necessarily know that I see spark and personality for reality TV. But I see a very nice young lady. Okay, a beautiful, nice young lady. Yeah, I mean, that's what I see. Jury's still out for me on Brittany because I still have some PTSD from her last time and her abrupt exit. So I have very little faith that she'll make it in this platform because I don't sometimes think that Brittany knows what show she's on. So it's almost sometimes difficult for her to really lean into it one way or another. So I'm still even on the fence with her. I love the aspect of her persona and what she is currently experiencing. I think that's fascinating, but will it last and will it go the distance on this show? I don't know, because I don't know that she's fully bought into herself being on the show. But Chantel, to me, is probably the most fascinating entry because not only is she a daughter to one of the stars of the show, which is pretty new for us in this country, right? There are other shows, international like Housewives shows, where there's been mother daughter, I think, but we've never really seen the likes of that here. And I'm excited that Basketball Wives is taking some leaps, man, with this season. And as a result, I feel like Chantel is very natural to me. She comes across very, very natural. When she says that she doesn't want the drama, I believe she doesn't want the drama. Like, I believe she's just a mom who is there. I'm showing up to work. What I got to do? Where we going today? My mama's on this show. I don't trust her. But we'll see how things work out. And I feel like her responses to things are very real. And when you watch the scene with Chantel, Denise, and Brittany, and they are at this dance lesson, the only person talking is Chantel. And it's really, she's talking about how the rest of the ladies love drama, and she's just not here for it. And you kind of almost have to think, oh, Chantel, have you seen this show? Like, Basketball Wives in its heyday was probably one of the most dangerous feeling shows. That is until we had Bad Girls Club, and then Baddies, and then Jocelyn's Cabaret, which to me always feel like I can't watch them because the danger and the level of pound towning each is I just can't do it. But there is an audience out there for it, so I mean, have at it. But yeah, Chantel was the only one talking. I did notice that in that scene, which I thought was very fascinating because I'm like, hey, Brittany, wake up. Okay, like you're on the show. Like, let's get invested. And maybe, but maybe Brittany's also taking the very natural approach. Like, I'll pop up when I need to, right? I'm not gonna give y'all too much because I'm just getting I'm trying to feel out this group, right? And speaking of filling out the group, one of the first scenes that we also see outside of the scene with Jennifer and her family is Evelyn has the girls over, i.e., she has over Brandi, she has over Brittany and Denise. And it's kind of an interesting thing because really the combo could have been between Evelyn and Brandi. I mean, just having Brittany and Denise there was just like having extra eye candy in the room because they really didn't add much to the conversation. Except for Denise, who seems staunchly like, Brandi, I'm giving you a side eye because in this conversation, it is, well, we'll get to the side eye later because that happens a little later. But in this initial conversation, it is, Evelyn reacting to everything that's going on with her and Jen. And then the fact that Jen is now having a Vegas wedding after Evelyn has called her out, okay, which Jen says it has nothing to do with Evelyn. I'm also confused about this wedding because Christian will later say, because he's going to complain that Brandy's invited to the wedding because he felt like she was taking Evelyn's side. And I feel like Brandi is doing what Brandi does best, and that is getting caught up in the middle. That is why Brandi is ultimately necessary for this show in this current iteration of it, because you need somebody who can get stuck in the middle and they care about being there. They care about every side of the coin, so much so that they're willing to risk it all for the sake of trying to keep the group together, even though it will make them seem like the villain. That is Brandi's role, and I'm here for it for her. We are thankful for her services at this point in time because she is doing the work in a way that doesn't feel overly produced, even though it may be, right? I'm sure maybe a producer said you should invite Jennifer to the house. But the way she does it is she is so invested in her feelings and wanting to be there for Jen in a way that I do find to be very authentic and genuine. And the other thing that I love about Brandi is that when Brandi is annoyed, she is positively irritated and there is no calming her down, and it absolutely feels 110% real to me. That is why I enjoy Brandi on this show. You need people that react, and they react strongly, and they react in a very real way, whether you like it or not. That is what I want to see more of on these shows. She's going to have a very strong reaction to things when you push her, and they pushed her in this episode. But that's also, I think, great production because you put Brandi in the middle of this trip, and Brandi has feelings for both of those ladies involved, right? And when I mean feelings, she cares, right? So she wants to invite Evelyn and the gang to Vegas to celebrate Evelyn's birthday as Jen is also getting married in Vegas. This is obviously the perfect way to get the girls on a cash trip. So we've got to do some juggling here, right? We've got to juggle some balls in the air, right? And so this is Brandi's way of getting the girls there, but also for the girls that are invited to Jen's wedding, which just so happened to be Ming, Jackie, and Brandi. Brandi's invite is hanging on by a thread. Little does she know why she got all the feels for Jennifer. Christian ain't got no feels for her. So, girl, I mean, I don't know if these feelings gonna work out for you. That's what I'm saying for you, Brandi. I don't know if they're gonna work out too well for you because her man don't like you. Anyway, so there's that. They're gonna be going to Vegas for Evelyn's birthday. Ty and Ming have a conversation about their relationship. I just feel like Ty, we are told and we are shown in a flashback that she meets up with Jackie, who tells her that she has a chance with Ming. All she needs to do is make more of an effort. So Ty shows up with these roses, and Ming is very much given, yeah, you somebody else looking at you like you cute or whatever like that. And I'm like, well, Ming, my irritation with you is growing by the second because I don't really understand. Do you want to be with Ty or not? Because it really is simple when you get grown. Personally, that's what I think. Is she giving you red flags or is she giving you good feelings? I mean, down in your loins. Like, I mean, come on, girl. Like, what is it? What do you want? And if y'all expect me to buy into this, I'm gonna need y'all to show me a little bit more passion because I don't feel it. So anyway, she's irritated. She asked did you tell me that Brandi was told you was cute because you wanted to make me jealous because I ain't. And Ty's like, no, that's not why I said it. Whatever issues you and Brandi got, y'all got to deal with them on your own or whatever like that. So it's coming. So the ladies all get together. You know, Chantel has taken whatever private means that she needs to for her and her kids up to Vegas. I.e., she's not riding with these girls. And Brandi sets up the groups as they are taking the vans down to the Vegas, right, from LA. She splits them up so that she is in the same car with Jackie, with Ty, and she is also, I think, is it Denise that's in that car? I can't be sure. But it's Ming, Brittany, and Evelyn in the other car. And Ming, of course, is like, well, why she put Ty in her car or whatever like that. So, you know, as they're riding down, you know, the Ty and Brandi group, they're partying down. But the Evelyn and Brittany group, they're kind of like trying to question what's up with Ming and Ty and Brittany. I think I love her observations because I do feel like they are based in realness. Like, girl, like, what's up? What's up with y'all? Like, what are you really trying to do? Like, Brandi can't say like Ty is cute if she is cute. Like, what's up with that? Come on, what are we doing? So I can feel Brittany's irritation rising, but she kind of gonna settle in for right now and not do too much about it. Anyway, the group gets to the apartment, to the house or whatever like that. And of course, it's time to divide up these rooms. And wouldn't you know it, Brandi and Ming end up in a combined like room, adjoining room, bathroom, like a bathroom connects their rooms. Because Ming didn't want to stay in the double room with Ty. So she is basically like pissed or whatever like that and still holding on to it. Now, it comes up when they get to the house that Brandi has invited Jennifer over to the house, which it turns the tables upside down for these girls because, you know, Denise, who is new, is like, I don't trust this Brandi girl. Why would she invite Evelyn? Why would she invite Jennifer to Evelyn's thing knowing where they are in this particular space? Ming has further proof that Brandi is a no good. They are bickering back and forth about some seasonings and whatnot. And I mean, I will have to agree. Ming was right on the seasoning thing. Not about Brandi's food per se, but that they needed seasoning for the tacos. So Brandi, you forgot to bring them, so Ming brought them. So end of story. Okay. Though it was passive aggressive, like the way they kind of got down to that, and if you didn't see it, it's hard to describe. But at the end of the day, girl, y'all got your seasonings. Let's keep it moving. All right. So everybody feels like a certain type of way. So they kind of break up. And Brandi's irritation is rising. Okay. She says she's only had 3 hours of sleep. The girls are getting on her nerves already. Like they're painting her to be the villain because they don't understand why she would invite Jennifer over to the house when she just felt bad for Jennifer. She didn't want Jennifer to be excluded. And I personally don't think that Brandi thought that Jen would even come. And she says as much, right? But still, the damage has been done. The other ladies are now suspicious of her, especially the new ladies, because they don't really know Brandi like that. And so after Ming and Brandi, they have several other tense interactions, but they almost kind of get to it, right? When Ming is in the room with Chantel, and they're talking about all of these things that Brandi has done to Ming. And Chantel doesn't understand, well, why bring Jen into this situation? Because it's only going to create drama, right? So Brandi can hear this. So you know Brandi, when she is irritated and aggy, ain't nothing going to stop her. And she races down them stairs or wherever they at, and she goes in there and she's like, girl, what is your problem? I can hear y'all talking about me. And for the reference, Ming, I was not shading you and your makeup, okay? When they flashed it back, I got the scene a little bit better. Ming was saying she got her makeup done or something like that, or she needed to get her makeup done, or she needed to learn how to do her makeup. I don't really know what she was saying. Brandi told her, girl, you better go check on YouTube or TikTok or something like that. Really, because she was like, I did my own. If you don't know, find a TikTok or YouTube, they'll show you how to do it. It was not shade, in my opinion, okay? It was matter of fact, period. And it was sage advice. So, Ming, you're holding on to scraps, okay? I'm just gonna put it to you kindly in this situation. I was team Brandi to a degree because I felt like at this point, Ming, you picking and poking, okay? You picking and poking, and you know we know Brandi for her works, all right? And she gonna confront the issues whether she's on her own or not. And that's what I like about Brandi, to be quite honest with you. I like somebody that reacts. It's real. She's irritated. She's annoyed. And she's so annoyed that she is now becoming hostile. And so even Ty is trying to tell her to calm down, she's like, don't tell me to calm down. Telling somebody to calm down when they are worked up never works, okay? So she lets Ming know, girl, I'm not trying to shade you, but when I do get petty with you, you will know. All right. So then so now Chantel's a little irritated. Okay. So that irritation it goes into effect upstairs where the ladies are also discussing Brandi. And Brandi's like, y'all got some stuff to say to me. Say it right here, not behind my back. Okay. And so Ming again has now become Chantel's interpreter because she wants. I think she wants some backup in this Brandi situation. Either that or she just having so much fun poking at Brandi that she feels like Chantel needs to get in on the action too. Chantel ain't about that life, right? I mean, either she is or she ain't. I mean, and we're gonna debate that right now because Chantel is like, you know, Ming prompts Chantel to speak, right? Because Ming is like, I think that Chantel feels a certain type of way as well. And Chantel is just like, I don't really understand why you would invite Jennifer here. At this point, Brandi, I think, has had it up to here with everybody. Okay, she tells us she's been operating on little sleep. So, sweetie, you and your concerns. Chantel is don't sweetie me. Sweetie never works. Okay, sweetie never works. Sweetie is like a curse word. I'm learning. Somebody calling you sweetie, they might as well have cursed your mama out. Okay, they have cursed your mama, they have cursed your kids, they have cursed your ancestors, and they have done you wrong. Okay, they have done you wrong, Greg. Okay, so at this point in time, sweetie is person non grata. Sweetie, don't say it. Don't sweetie. Don't say it. Don't call nobody sweetie. Lesson learned. So at that point, Brandi's like, okay, sweet baby. Or whatever she called her next, because it didn't end there, because she replaced sweetie with something else. Chantel, she getting worked up too. Now, Jackie, ooh, I'm not going to get up in it. I'm not going to get up in it. And Brandi's like, and then furthermore, sweetheart, sweet baby Jesus, I am not your mother. I am not your daughter. Okay. And at this point, Chantel trying to calm it on down, trying to bring it. You better bring it. You better stop talking to me before I get to blowing up on you. Okay. Bring it on down. Bring it on down, in the words of Candy Burris. And so finally, Ty kind of deads the situation, but you could tell Chantel is worked and she ain't going to let this go. She might not be Jackie, but she definitely her mother's daughter. All right. So Brandi's like, okay, cool, boom. Because she was like, honestly, you don't like it, you can leave, you can leave, you can leave, you can leave. Boom. Meanwhile, Evelyn, who is supposed to be the one upset about this, sitting back. New girls doing the dirty work. It's hilarious to me, to be quite honest with you. I might actually watch that whole thing again. All right. I love it when they on the trip and things spiral out of control. And I like it because I feel like this group is so insane with it that I don't feel like it's predictable teams, because there's so many new faces. It's hard, like ain't nobody got no real alliance with each other. Like everybody can get it at any point. It's loose alliances right now, and I love that for these types of shows. I love a loose alliance because it never keeps. It's never a boring situation. All right, it's funny to me, right, at this point. And I don't feel like it's danger. Like I don't feel like I'm in the danger zone. Remember when they went to Palm Springs back when Drea and Sunday got? I was on pins and needles every week that season. I was. So Jackie and Evelyn are having a conversation after everybody has, kind of gotten tired of the drama. And, Jackie's like, well, for sure, for sure Jennifer ain't coming. Meanwhile, Jennifer's in the car with Christian. He relays that he does not want Brandi at the wedding, but because it's their fun wedding and not the real one. And I'm thinking to myself, what, sir? I'm sorry, but the one in Paris was not actually real. Okay, not by legal definition of the law here in the United States of America, from my understanding. So what do you mean? So the fake wedding is now the real wedding? The wedding that's the fun wedding that is going to have the people, the Elvis people there, that's the legit wedding that you guys are having as y'all head down to the Justice of the Peace, say, I do. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not mad at that, but it was just his choice of words that just kind of threw me and blew me. I was like, what? Okay. This is very interesting. All right. So, meanwhile, at the end of the day, Evelyn told Jackie something that shocked her, and I can't remember what it was. But she does tell Jackie, you should just stay out of the whole Jennifer situation because, just stay out of it, because there's just, I don't want you to get caught up in it. And I did think that was some sage advice that Evelyn gave to Jackie. Don't say nothing, because at this point in time, Jen is not going to really take it very well, and it's just going to make her feel like everybody's coming at her about her man, which is going to really make her more defensive at this point. So it's kind of a moot point at this juncture. And I feel like Jennifer has made up her mind, and this is what she wants to do. This is who she's going to marry, and ain't no stopping them now. They're on the move. Okay. But I did want to hear that conversation after the scene ended with Jennifer and Christian, because he was annoyed that Brandi was coming. And I'm like, Brandi, ooh, when you see this back, are you going to regret not that you went so hard for Jennifer? I mean, that should be interesting. I mean, maybe things change as the season goes on. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy this episode? Like, I enjoyed it, but there were several things that I felt like I had a couple of issues with, but we'll see how things continue to go. All right. With that being said, I will catch you all, of course, in the next video.